Hello, my dear students, welcome to history class. Today we are going to study chapter 4 Traders to Rulers here. So, here you can see in 1600 the East India Company they will get a charter from the ruler of England, that is Queen Elizabeth I. So, she will grant the right to trade with the East. Initial stage, you can see the English ship they had to go one round of west coast of Africa, then one round of Cape of Good Hope, then cross the Indian Ocean, and finally they were reaching India. Then the Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama, he had discovered the new sea route to India in 1498. So as a result it was very easy to reach India. So other Europeans like Dutch, French, so they all arrived to India here. So all these Europeans they started to fight with each other. Okay, fighting since they were like regularly they were sinking each other's ship, they were blocking the routes, and they were preventing rival ships from moving with the supplies of goods. So like this they were reacting with each other. Next we'll see the conquest of Bengal and the battle of Plassey. So the first English factory it was set up on the banks of river Hooghly in 1651. So the company was able to get some trade rights, and soon it started to pressurize for more concessions. But unfortunately Alivardi Khan he died in 1756, and the next Nawab was Siraju Dowla. But Sirajuddaula he was not interested to become a puppet in the hands of Britishers. So Britishers they tried more to negotiate Sirajuddaula, but everything became failure here. Okay. Unfortunately, you can see Sirajuddaula with the 30,000 soldiers. He will go to English factory at Qasim Bazaar and capture the company officials, then locked the factory. Then he disarmed all English men and blocked English ships also. Then he goes towards Calcutta to establish control over company's fort. Then this news of falling Calcutta it went to the company officials in Madras, and there the commander of Robert Clive he will reinforced by naval fleets, and he will do prolonged negotiations with Nawab, but everything will become failure. And finally on June 23, 1757, Robert Clive he led the company's army against Sirajuddaula at a place called Plassey, and the Nawab was defeated, arrested, and later on killed. Now we'll see the consequences here. So Mir Jafar, earlier Mir Jafar was appointed as the Nawab of Bengal. So this Mir Jafar he was like a puppet in the hands of English. So in that time English had become the real rulers of Bengal, and the war laid foundation for the British rule in India. Then the company and its officials they got more than 3 crore rupees from the Nawab, that is from Mir Jafar. And the company they also got territory of 24 Pargana from Nawab. So this was the consequences for the battle here. Next we'll see what was the causes for the defeat of Sirajuddaula. Okay. So there were some of the people or some of the Nawab's relatives who had joined with the English here for the gain. So no effort was made by Sirajuddaula to strengthen the French against English. Then Mir Jafar, the commander-in-chief of Sirajuddaula, he was not dismissed even though Sirajuddaula had found that Mir Jafar had connection with the British people. Okay, so this was one of the biggest mistake he done here. Next, so as a result, the troops led by Mir Jafar and others who had already entered into the conspiracy with English, they did not join in the battle. And fourth point is that Jagat Seth, who was the banker of Nawab, he did not support Nawab during the war. So these are the causes for the battle here. So we'll see the Battle of Buxar. So the battle, it was fought between Mir Qasim, Shah Alam and Sujadu Dawla on one side and Britishers on the other side. So we'll see what were the reason for the Battle of Buxar. So after the Battle of Plassey, so Battle of Plassey was fought between Sirajuddaula and Britishers. Okay. So now after the Battle of Plassey in 1757, the English East India Company, they ordered Bengal to pay the expenses of Bombay and Madras presidencies. Okay, and to sponsor revenue for all the companies export for India. So here the company wanted to bring the Nawab of Bengal under their control and to drain all the wealth. Okay, but here you can see the Nawabi refuses. Okay, so the battle takes place here. So after him, his son-in-law Mir Qasim was appointed the Nawab of Bengal. So he was very clever, strong, as well as very efficient ruler here. Okay, so he was very much anxious to consolidate his power. So for this reason, you can see he will start giving training for his army on the western side, and he took various steps to improve his financial position. Okay, he will strengthen his army as well as he will improve his financial position here. Okay, so this displeased the company and its officials. So to provide equal opportunities to his traders, the Nawab decided to abolish custom duty on internal trade here. Okay, so this annoyed the masters of East India Company because earlier they were enjoying all the rights now. Okay, so he dismissed all the officials who were very close to the company also. So as the war was inevitable, so all the three people are Mir Qasim, Sujadu Dawla and Shah Alam. They will form a alliance and they fought against British on the battlefield of Buxar on October 22, 1764. The English finally they won the battle. Okay, so Mir Qasim he ran away after the defeat and he never came back here. In 1765, both Shah Alam and Sujadu Dawla, so they both will sign a treaty called Treaty of Allahabad. So with Lord Robert Clive. So Robert Clive was the governor of Bengal. So under this treaty, the company got the rights to collect Diwani. Diwani means the revenue collection, okay, from Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. The Nawab of Awadh, he had to pay rupees 30 lakhs to the company to retain his Nawabship. So, on the company's instance, he also agreed to give the areas of Allahabad and Korat to Mughal Emperor Shah Alam. The Nawab of Awadh became totally dependent on the company now. Okay, so now the company promised to pay a pension of rupees 26 lakhs a year to Mughal emperor. So you can see here now all these Nawabs, they are under the control of British rule now. Okay, so gradually you can see the traders are moving towards the ruling area here, isn't it? So children, I hope today's topic is clear to you all. So we'll continue this chapter in our next video. Thank you children, have a nice day.